Traders, good morning and welcome to this live trading webinar. How are you guys doing today? I hope everyone is great as usual. How was your weekend? Are you still on any trades or are you looking for some intraday setups? Please give me some heads up of what's going on with your trading. Good morning, Cherry Rumen. Good morning, Wyckoff Structure. Greeting all. Hope you are good. Yes, Mr. Wyckoff Structure, we are fine. Anil, good morning. What a weekend. Absolutely. So, Larry, good morning, everyone. So let's get started now. As usual, this content is for general information only and is not intended to provide any trading advice or any personal recommendation. And please make sure today is Monday, and after the live in the next couple of hours, I will record the weekly fundamental analysis. I will upload it on the podcast area, and you can definitely find the podcast, so you listen to that on the website. If you go to Analytics Weekly Trading Podcast, and it will appear here. Most of them downloaded from the Spotify or any other platform. Very few people, they just play it from here. Feel free to do it however you prefer. As we are here, let's check the Forex calendar and let's put it for the week. So today is Monday. In Australia, it was the National Australian Bank Business Conference. Previously, they were voted -1. It was one down now. It came at 0%. Anyhow, this event is over. So we are looking for tomorrow based on the calendar we've been provided by the MetaTrader. Tomorrow it's going to be, again, Australian dollar-related high-impact news. And then in China, the balance of trade. We will come back to this tomorrow again. But this is going to play out after... before the webinar. So just keep an eye on that. If you are intraday trading in Australia or in Asia, this event tend to just bring kind of volatility in the market. So just to mention that. Next, Premium Analytic. For those who are new here, guys, we go through the headlines of the day as provided by Dow Jones. And today's top headline, stock fund rise, but overlook is leafy. Investors flock to safety plays, but stock FOMO lingers. UN sanctions drive Chinese firms to advance AI without latest chips. In new world of trade diplomacy, free trade and tariffs take a backseat. Something interesting in this content. It's the discussion of free trade and tariffs. US markets fear recession and see interest rate cut ahead as Fed loan survey looms. I'm going to just share my personal opinion on that. There is nothing to relate it as a financial advice or anything. So when we see that the prices, they go so out of control, really, and the interest rates and all this stuff, now they are talking, they might fear recession. And when the press announce or the central banks announce words like recession or something related, it's much more worse than that. Okay, it's always one step behind the reality. That's what they bring to the outside. So Volkswagen new CEO expected to replace management of A-League software unit. Syria readmitted to Arab League, bringing Assad back into the fold. Virgin Galactic's aim for space tourism's launch after years of delays. Wenger-led reverse course on plan to withdraw from Bakhmut. US and allies look at potential China role in ending Ukraine war. For Tesla CEOs exchange jobs and praise AIM heated Ernst & Young rivalry. And another one, ARES sets side of 10 billion for direct loan fund. Did we miss anything? No. And Buffett and Mangus on success, Toxicity and Elon Musk. Okay. So, Giol, good morning, Theo. Good to be here live after a long while. Watched all recording though. Thank you. You are very welcome, Giol, and it's nice to have you back. Pound US dollar, please. Definitely. Now let's go to the charts. And of course, to the MetaTrader platform. And let's start with the pound US dollar. As we mentioned, if we're going to have a break above this ascending triangle, we're going to look for price to move higher. Therefore, we will be on the watch for any pullbacks to buy when the price come to retest any of these levels. Now, it's been a while that I realize many of new traders and even experienced traders, they find difficulty to understand how to implement their knowledge, because if it's so simple to find a trend and wait for the pullback, and when the right time comes, you just press the trigger, then why do traders, they stuffed it up? First, they lack of consistency. Now, as I mentioned on Friday on the webinar, please make sure you stick to a time frame, you do your analysis, and you go to a lower time frame that it's predefined to execute. Don't try to move from time frame to time frame, traders. This is going to hurt your trading activity. Here, we don't invest. Right now, we are trading. And when we are trading, we must be specific. We must have specific rules. This is the time frame I do analysis. This is the time frame I execute. Why I say this is not investing and it's trading and it's trading and it's totally different? Simply because when we invest, we don't use leverage. When we trade, we do use leverage. Therefore, if we use leverage, it means we need to have a specific area where the stop loss is going to be. We cannot allow too much room for error when we trade. So to help ourselves with that, we must, it's a mandatory, we must pre-define a time frame for analysis and a time frame for execution. All right. Pending buy 126.23 current price. Why I don't see current price here? 126. So you have a limit order, Annie. Annie, do you have a limit order in the market? So still bullish on that one. Now, if I go to the 1 hour chart, and let's say a trader is looking the 1 hour chart to trade or to do market analysis and execute on the 1 hour chart, whatever, you need to do your trend lines. If you're using trend lines to find areas of support, in this market. You need to draw your FIBs if you are using FIBs to find potential areas of retracement that they can also act as support. And if a FIB area and a horizontal support coexist among, even with a trend line or a moving average, this is a strong area of demand. So you can keep an eye on these areas to trade. Okay, but starting from monthly chart, then okay, this is bullish. Then you go to the weekly chart. Okay, also this is bullish, higher high, higher low. Daily chart, higher high, higher low. Okay, bullish. 4-hour chart, yes. Okay, I go to the 5 minutes to execute. That doesn't help. Okay, that's just confusing. Find the time frame that you're going to do your analysis, find the time frame you execute, and keep it simple. If you ask me what time frame I do my analysis and what time frame I do execute, I do analysis on weekly charts, I execute on daily charts. Simple as that. If I do for the currencies and the rest, when I do my scalping trading, I trade only 2 instruments, specific times, looking for specific patterns. That's simple as it is. Now, based on this ascending triangle, this is the euro against the US dollar. I put a limit order a few days ago. Hopefully that the market will continue to the upside without a retracement. Anyway, the market retraced until this area of support. Among with the 21 moving average, found another support, dynamic support, and now it's on the rally. Let's hope that this ascending triangle pattern, it's going to play out. Now, if this price action today and the next days, it doesn't follow through to make a new high and it's going to make a new low, take my stop loss. It means this pattern failed. So we're going to look for maybe shorts if we're going to see trend development. Okay. Australian dollar against the US dollar. That's not valid anymore. So market, it's trading within, for me, a daily chart trader. And that's very important. For a daily chart trader, this is a ranging market. It doesn't mean because for my trading activity, this is a ranging market. If you are a 5-minute trader or 15-minute trader, it applies the same to you. No, if you are trading on the 5-minute or 15 minutes, this is an uptrending market. The price moves upward. But for me, on a daily chart, this is ranging market. So how do I play this? If I'm going to see a reversal price action here, I'm going to take a short trade because I trade ranges. Yeah, this is a ranging trading. But if I see a continuation, I'm going to wait for a retracement somewhere, hopefully here. There. And I will be looking for longs. Simple as that. All right. That's why understand your time frames. Guys, what I'm telling you, it's huge. Trust me, there are many information. You're not going to find it left and right. Please pay attention to this stuff. It's the reality of how the trading world for the retail traders works. All right. And we want to have only high probability trading activity. That's why. And I know everywhere you're going to see start from the monthly, go to the weekly, go to the daily, find 4-hour entries and execute. It's too much confusion, especially for a new trader or even for an intermediate trader. It's too much confusion. Try to keep it simple. Now, let's move on. New Zealand US dollar. Price made a high today, higher than this high here. So we do expect the next target to be this area here, the high of this doji candle for the daily chart traders. Now, for me, as a daily chart trader, I don't have a catalyst now to enter the market. But for a 4-hour chart trader or a 1-hour chart trader, it has some clarity here that this is a trend line, a tentative trend line. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 points with the trend line to be touched twice. It touched 3, but this one didn't make a new high. That's why we don't take it in consideration. So we say that we have 2 valid touches. So for an hour trader, this breakout already occurred, and now it's waiting for a pullback around this area of support. For a 5-minute trader, this makes higher high, can draw your fib, waiting for a retracement. Do you see how this line here, this high, coincides with a 50% fib retracement? That's an inside support, very strong support in the market. Usually the price in a retracement is going to stop and reverse from the support. And we have also the 50% fib retracement to support it, and high probability trade. So different structure for different time frame traders. US dollar, Japanese yen, on the daily chart, we bounce from this upward channel. I didn't like the fact that this trend, this move to the upside, been retraced all the way by the sellers. So it's like we had 95% retracement, not very healthy for a trending market. So I'm pretty flat on this one. US dollar against the Canadian dollar, super bearish. We said since Thursday, when we saw this lower low here, lower high, any way to sell it, that will be much appreciated. But for daily chart, for 4-hour chart, no entry. But for 1-hour chart, it was this entry here on Friday at 3 o'clock, broker time. On 30-minute chart, it was multiple time entries. 15-minute also, it was this swing here, just at the New York Open. Let's move on. Euro against the Japanese yen. Euro against the yen, it didn't really support it by this trend line, but we have higher high, we have these moving averages. When the market make this deep retracement, and it becomes very dangerous for a reversal head and shoulder pattern. Okay. Possibly this can be the head, this can be the left shoulder, and somewhere here a development of the right shoulder. Maybe. We have to be alerted because the structure, it's like we didn't, not we break the structure of the higher highs and higher lows, but we had so much of deep retracement. And as per Murphy's book, in technical analysis, we learned that when the retracement goes beyond 66% of the move, that has that's not support a healthy trend. Let me read some comments here. Yes, correct. For the Anil said you have Anil has the limit order. Is seeing Cherry US dollar is approaching the 200 moving average on day frame on daily chart. That's correct, Cherry. And your comment, what time frame do you trade with, Theo? Anil, the time frame I trade is the daily chart. So back to the US dollar and the Australian dollar. If we approach the 200-day moving average, it's a very, very strong resistance. So we can also see the market retraced. Move on to the pound and the Japanese yen. Pound is very strong across the border. If we compare the pound and the US dollar, the pound and the euro, both of them against the Japanese yen, we can observe that the pound on this retracement is just respected this area of support, the horizontal, and the trend line support. Look at these guys. The price just stopped here on Thursday. On Friday, nice bullish engulfing with this gap below. Bullish engulfing. Now pound is on the rally. So what can we look for today? We can look for some continuation, of course, but the market must support its structure. Like if you are a 15-minute trader and you do your analysis, let's say on the daily chart, and you execute on 15 minutes, you can see, let's say, that the market, it's not trending anymore. It was moving up, higher high, higher high here, and then it start consolidate. So when we're gonna want to trade this one with a high probability trade, we have to look for the market to break outside of this consolidation. Or if we're going to be, because it might be made a break to the downside, lower low, retracement, then again lower low, and then it start moving higher. Who knows? We don't know how it's going to happen, how it's going to go. We just know that when the market is in an uptrend, then on a retracement, it's high probability to buy and target the previous swing high. In this occasion here, there are definitely multiple ways to enter. You can, of course, you can buy here, you can have a stop loss there, but this is within a consolidation of the 15-minute time frame. We want to see clear trends for high probability setups. I hope this is clear and this makes sense. Australian dollar, JPY. After this dodgy candle or this shooting star, the market moved for a while, and at this point here, it printed another doji. We call it doji because of the body, a long tail doji, and the market, since it start pushing higher. Okay, so for daily chart, it's just higher highs. I don't see anything else here. New Zealand, Japanese yen, we are at this resistance. If we don't have a reversal at this point here, we will be happy to look for some continuations to the upside. Swiss JPY, another very interesting setup is this one here. This doji candle hold at this point on the 4-hour chart, we broke outside of this area of resistance, of this resistance downtrend. Oh, come on. Why there are 1 million lines here? Oh, okay, good. So what I will be looking for, I would like to buy this market personally. And the way I want to buy it is if the price is going to retrace back to this level. So I will place a buy limit order. I press right click and I press buy limit. Then I go modify to set up my stop loss. Stop loss going to be below the low of this point. The reason I don't go with market execution, market execution by order is because I believe it's too high, the price now, and I would like to get filled in a better price. So I put that and I take profit, of course. It's going to be the last swing high, the most recent one. And up and track this to the upside. Favorable reward to risk. This is 100 pips to 250 pips. It's 2.5 to 1. Okay. Anil asked, if I am trading with a daily chart, why do you drop down to lower time frames? Simply because on this webinar, there are traders, they trade lower time frames, and I would like to help everyone. I don't do this webinar for myself based on how I trade. I do this webinar to help every trader coming from different backgrounds of execution. I mean, like some traders, they trade on 1 minute, on others on 5 minutes, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I try to cover every trader's activity. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, I don't see anything here. Euro CAD, Canadian dollar very strong. This inside support didn't hold. The market sold off so aggressively. Now there are some support areas here. That's the next support zone. We can see the market coming all the way here. Now I will move this line as we have a new low. This low is lower than this low, and I identified this inside resistance, so the market can come up to here and reverse. There is also something very interesting that I told you a few times so far about. Oh, sorry guys, let's go to the DAX. I didn't see the time. Thanks for letting me know. That's the 5 minute. I will put a buy stop order here at the DAX. Sorry, I do it very quickly because the market is going to open at any point soon. And then a sell limit order, sorry, a sell stop. So I have a buy stop order on the DAX. I have a sell stop order on the DAX. So this range here, if we're going to break to the upside, I would definitely like to get filled on this move higher. If we're going to break to the downside, of course, I would like to get filled on this move lower. If we go to the 1 minute chart, we can also see there is another swing here. That's 6 points. Also, another order can be placed here, but I'm going to stick to this one I already placed. On the 1 minute chart, though, this high is very, very valid. Anish, so it's not really live trading. It's just you're viewing currency pairs on a speedy mode. Okay. We do live trading. The live trading I do, it's always on the DAX and always at 10 a.m. And that's pretty much, that's what I do. That's my trading style. But the purpose of the webinar is to do market analysis, of course. So during the day, you know what to trade. You know what's trending, you know what's ranging, and so on and so forth. I'm sure if you stick for a while with us here, Anish, you're gonna enjoy the webinars and you're gonna find them very valuable. Rumor closed FTSE. Well done, congratulations. Let's check the FTSE. So you sold FTSE from this point here, I suppose, from the 780. Yep. That was a good one. Let's go back to the DAX. We don't see any breakout so far. You mean the market is closed? Sorry, I thought you mentioned you meant that you bought, that you execute on the FTSE. Now it looks like we're going to get filled on the downside. If we're going to get filled there. Travis, scalping, I can see the stop loss is usually bigger than take profit. So it means you can lose more than you earn. What time frame on DAX? This is the 1 minute chart. Usually I place the 5 minute. By the way, on the, just to answer to Travis, please be mindful that because there is a high return, not a high return, the winning ratio, it's higher than the losing ratio on the DAX. That's why I trade the way I trade on the scalping. It's not a swing trading or an intraday trading that we approach different. To do scalping for me, okay, personally, if I do scalping and I don't win about 62 to 65% of the time, it's not worth to just join the trades. Today, victory in Europe day. Yep. So sell stop didn't get filled yet. Always on the DAX, I go for minimum 10 points. But it doesn't mean that you have to do that. So you don't need to copy any of my trades. If you believe based on your experience that the way I trade, it's not appropriate for you, or it's not right for your trading size, trading ethics, knowledge, and all this stuff, please feel free not to copy anything, not to take anything. I canceled the buy stop order because we got filled on the downside. Now I'm waiting for this 10 points to play to close the trade. Hopefully it's going to play very soon. Waiting here, and then we're going to go back to continue the analysis. Check on the 1 minute chart. All righty, so let's give it some time to see what the market is going to do. Bitcoin daily chart. This inside candle from Friday, it helped the market to break to the downside. So why FTSE not working on my MetaTrader? I don't know about that, Rumen. Let's check the gold. The gold, we had this higher high in price with a lower high on the indicator, and the market, I place a sell stop order. Guys, sorry, there are so many comments today. I tried to answer them on time. So we are expecting the gold to push lower based on the technicals, of course, but everything will depend on this support here. On Friday, the market really got bounced upwards from this support. Dynamic support, 21 and 20-day moving average. The 20 is the Bollinger Band, and the 21 is the moving average. I plot it. I can just delete the 21 because we do have the 20. So a pretty messed up with the gold temporarily. New Zealand, nothing here. Australian dollar, Swiss franc. It's been a while. We spotted these negative divergences here on the RSI. That's the Australian dollar, Swiss franc, lower low in price, higher low on the indicator. We have this resistance, and we do expect the market to take a higher the neckline. So we confirm the double bottom. WTI, we bounce from the support. Now the market is pushing higher. That's not relevant anymore. We are in a ranging market for a daily trader. This is ranging. You can see it more clear on the weekly chart. But if you are a 30-minute or a 15-minute trader, this is definitely an uptrend. Also, just be mindful that WTI moves better during the New York session. S&P 500 as well as the Nasdaq, they are in this consolidation at this resistance. Sorry, that was the 1 hour chart. Here, from this resistance, the market is consolidating. On the DAX, we are still fighting around. Let's see if the market is going to push lower. If not, and it's going to come to the area that we usually place our stop losses, definitely I'm going to close the trade. Rumen, I call the support. Yes, guys, speak with the support. Feel free to speak with the customer support. They are very helpful, and I'm sure they will help you to sort out everything you need. Guys, please keep an eye on, if you are trading the DAX, keep an eye on the trade. For me, I would have to wrap up for today. Theo Anil ask, Theo can answer why FTSE not open at Admirals. Anil, Theo, it's a trader, analyst, and educator, and unfortunately, it's not informed about the MetaTrader stuff. It's not something happens usually, so please make the effort and speak with the customer support, as Cherry and Rumen recommended. I'm sure they're going to help you to find the answer. So, guys, from me here, from us at Admirals, I would like to wish you to have a lovely day ahead. Happy trading, and I look forward to see you again tomorrow at the same time. Thank you so much.